it's a nice idea.
But it's just too heterodox and it's too much.
It's heterodox and it's really blend blue and you blend red and blue together. You don't get you know, I mean you don't.
Would you like some more?
A little bit. Thanks.
You don't get anything if you put all kinds of color together. It's really you become an undifferentiated brown, which is difficult, you know. Differentiation is important, and as you yourself, you've written about issues like this. Which
It sounds like they're on a.
I read quite a lot of your books.
They're for you.
For me.
Waste of a lot of time. They're on a.
And
Oh my gosh. So, well,
you're
I owe you.
responsible.
I owe you.
Yeah, maybe you should pay for this lunch.
Yeah, but still
Well,
So is there any way that this could work?
Or more immediately, conveniently accessible
that's right.
urban space, open space. How does it? I don't know. Maybe the park idea might not be bad.
It might not. Yeah. You know, there's the. You know, like in Chicago, there's that Frank Gehry outside band orchestra, and there's something some Anish Kapoor kind of sculpture type things, and it's a wonderful kind of outdoor space. But Hong Kong's so hot and steamy. You know, it's so hot and steamy here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but I mean, maybe that's still what's needed. I mean, do you want? I mean, an open, largely green space with some cultural stuff in it, which you should work beautifully in Chicago, near the lakefront, where you all come out to the concerts and then they check out the sculpture. But it's also fun for kids because it sprays, these kind of, every, so you can almost get when it's hot.
Like there's always this excuse that it's so steamy, but there are other places where you can space because it's so cold in winter, minus 10 or something.
Sure,
and then
of course.
No, people use it.
Maybe it doesn't work. That maybe it's a little bit for 2 or 3 months, but then if you have vegetation, if you have trees, already they change the climate a lot, because even if in the hottest period like in Hong Kong, it's actually quite cool. So then it's in Victoria Harbour, you have wind, so there's, I think it's more in the head. It's a psychological thing.
Yeah, it's hard to know. I mean, do you want to...
Like to have a feeling it's like not possible to be outside or something.
We try to think of it positive. I mean, think of it that, okay, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen, dude. Do it. Make it work.
Make it work, yeah. I mean, coming to one place for the entire city for a heterogeneous concept as art, it's essentially difficult. But maybe, zoning might be
Mind you, it would help fill the space.
It's full of space.
It would fill the venues.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you have all these kind of different interests, people start, where if it's just a, kind of conceptual art and advanced, like art cinema, it would just get people like us.
Yeah.
And it would get, and some, students and others.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't get, it wouldn't get the, the Cantonese opera crowd, it wouldn't get all the others. So.
Yeah.
I mean, so maybe...
Well, what I heard, Koolhaas was presenting the idea of an urban fabric as the groundwork, if you like, for the possibility of cultural venues.
Yeah.
And I thought that was quite an intelligent idea. But how he's going to do it, I don't know. I think that was probably one of the better ideas I've seen. ground that creates the possibility, and the possibility then contributes to the venues. It might, but it would take. His idea would take a very, very different direction from what was initially.
How do you understand it?
Well, he did a collage, and I don't know how exactly can you understand it, but it's more in a way that he was kind of pasting the Kowloon dense urban fabric onto the site itself, arguing that it's this kind of thing.